Hey guys, I'm Sam Cherian. Welcome back to the channel. And today, whilst having a delicious coffee, sit down, snuggle in, we're going to play some Arcade Spirits. So disclaimer, I don't remember the voices that I gave them, but we're gonna make do with what we got. If you hear me sipping, that's because I got my coffee. Alright, you ready? And let's do it! Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out. School's done and late rising pros are heading out to their arcades of choice. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor looking for problems. Or potential problems. Or just making sure everything's a-okay. But for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my co-workers. Good first impressions at any rate. Cooperation's going to be a must. I've had awful co-workers before and they can really drag down your day. Hang on. No time for daydreaming. I think I spot, let's see, 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get to all of them, but which do I tackle first? Aha! And so we come to the first problem. Now, an irate customer near Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, down here. Someone cursing up a storm at Fist of Discomfort, in the middle here. A loud crowd around Showtime stage, which is here, I think. Over here, if I remember correctly. Okay, well, I'm thinking it might be better to go here and then straight to there and then to here. The crowd maybe, because this is like a dancing game, so it could just be a crowd of like, yes, let's have a battle kind of thing. This customer is really angry. I actually had to look up the definition of irate. This customer is very angry, which means they could start damaging the machine. These guys, or guy, or maybe singular person, is also angry. So we'll start here and then move across like 1, 2, 3 style. My mutant floor attendant senses detect danger from the left hand side of the arcade. So we're going to go left to right. I quickly rush all of 30 feet to the scene of the crime already in progress. Come on! Hurry up and finish a game! Do you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier. Note to self, ask Gavin for a name tag or something. Yes, I'm Sam Sheehan, the floor attendant. Well, stop attending to the carpets and attend to me! I want this to wrap up his damn game so I can play. Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume's mask, but I can feel her wince as the man curses up a blue streak. Aww. Sir, there are children present. Please keep swearing to a minimum. You kick this fat piece of off this game and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want. Figuring I ought to hear the... Oh, this is me! Oh, okay. Figuring I ought to hear the, quote, fat piece of bleeps side of the story. Before rushing to a judgment, I tap the player on the shoulder. And he doesn't even notice my tapping. So I tap again. Twice. Sir? There are other players waiting to give Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up at the game's marquee. Thank you, Naomi. Because I know what that is now. Which simply reads Mr. Moopy. You know the game's full name? Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and pellets and monsters and stuff. Yeah. Oh, so it's like a Pac-Man Zelda combo? A bit terse as he's laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently sitting on 714,900 points. That is a lot. He's currently sitting... Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. Or as this other guy would probably put it, holy bleep, that's a bleep of a high score. Excuse me. Right. Sir, can you please wrap up your game? Nope. I'm keeping good pace here. Plenty of lives stocked on par for getting close to the world record before the kill screen. Somehow the thick arcade jargon sounds classier when draped in his... Oh, damn it. Why doesn't he have a voice actor? British accents are hard to not butcher, man. Well, accents in general are hard not to butcher. Like I'm watching some documentary program on the BBC. Yeah, but this is a public arcade. Other folks want to play the games too. He finishes clearing the current board while pondering the predicament. Okay. At first I think he's stepping away to end his game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete as he pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash and holds it out. Will this cover it? What? Cover what? I didn't ask for money. For a moment, I flash back to that movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife and they roll around in bed covered in money and, cover what exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. Oh god, it is not my place to sell this game. I do not own it, I just work here. I've never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even in 20s, dude. Dude's rolling in Benjamins. One moment please. On it! Fortunately, Iris has my messenger app open for me with Gavin's contact info preloaded. With trembling fingers, I key in, customer wants to buy Moopy for 3,000, what do we... In less than a minute, I have my response. Considering we paid 200 for it, plus parts, yes, absolutely yes. Sell that relic immediately. Well, okay then. Although, how's Naomi going to react to this? Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit? It also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of a grasp on the real costs of an old arcade machines. I knew all this workplace drama was going to catch up to me at some point, but with this rando breathing down my neck, I gotta make a decision. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 3,000 is really good. That could really help the arcade. Oh, but like, the game was 200. I'm not sure we should sell. I don't know. Like, it's not my fault that he doesn't have a concept of money. He's probably that's probably like pocket change to him. So it's not my fault he doesn't have a concept of money or that this is an arcade. It's not like try and buy. But this place is struggling. Oh, but like what if I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel bad because I'm going against my boss directly, but also what if like we sell it and then we blow up, right? And then it's the last one and we don't have another one. Oh man, I don't know about this. My semi-boss is cool with it, but there's a lot of factors into play. I don't think I should just let you walk with the thing. I feel a bit wishy-washy about the whole mess. I do. Not wanting to get on Naomi or Gavin's bad sides, but the player simply smiles. Well, we can't have a mess, can we? Hang on, I don't, Well, we can't have a mess, can we? Wouldn't be sporting. I'm sorry guys, I don't know how to do a British accent without it sounding bad. Let's compromise. I'll buy the game so I can play it whenever I want for as long as I want, provided nobody's already playing, of course. Wait. And in return, you can keep Mr. Moopy here where he belongs. We wouldn't want Naomi to cry, would we? Wouldn't be proper. With his mind made up, the man presses $3,000 into my hand, awaiting hand, satisfied with negotiations, which leaves the rando hopping mad. To be fair, we had been kinda ignoring that he exists. What the bleep, man? What kind of an arcade is this anyway? Pfft, this? I'm going to Deco's place. Oh, he just lost a customer. Stomping his way out the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove a rando out into the cold.
What a disagreeable fellow.
Yay! Voice actor! Thank you. Also, nice voice. As for the player, well, he goes right back to playing. Eating pellets, zapping ghosts, monsters, clearing mazes. With the crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this gonzo rich guy actually is. Yeah, I was gonna ask, how does he know Naomi? I'm not gonna, this is a bit rude. He seems to care more, yeah, I think that one. Because he knows who Naomi is. Like, what? Take it from someone wallowing around in the lower tax brackets, the rich can do whatever they want, whenever they want. This is true. And yet, that's not what this guy did. He could have, but he let us keep the game. He just wanted to play, that's all. And why? Because of Naomi. Oh, maybe he likes her. Because of the Funplex. It's a home and a family for the gamers and for us. Ah, or maybe like even better, he just has respect. Maybe it's for the best I sent that rando out the door in the favor of this guy. So you know Naomi? He's happy to talk, even while playing.
Of course. I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy.
Oh, cute. Percy, that's such an adorable name.
I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant? I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier.
How did I not see you? That's me, Sam Chin Butts, arcade wrangler.
Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
Thank you. Very kind of you. So, you've seriously just been playing Moopy all day, huh?
What can I say? It's my calling. I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once. Had it in my flat. But playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere.
Yeah, I get that. The beeps and boops?
No, those you eventually learn to filter out. I mean, everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in real world conditions. It's all about the emotions, the laughter and the tears, the excitement of competition. I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest.
Naomi gets that. She keeps Moopy in top condition for the day I eventually land my high score. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy has been standing here since I was working the morning shift. Hours and hours. And he's still only about 720k into his game. Can't imagine him being anything but top health conditions to try this. Guy's gotta have legs made out of carbon fiber and a bladder made out of tungsten. I just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to go pee. He also may be psychic. I feel like I should let him get back to his game, but burning questions. They burn like fire. You must have a solid job, good income. That's actually a good point. Maybe he's just like, he only spends money on games and he doesn't have a rich parents or something. So, gonna get your rupee dipped in gold? What? Your score's more important than your bank balance. Is this too forward? I feel like this might be too forward. But I'm curious. I'm very curious, but I feel like maybe it's too forward. If you don't mind me commenting on it, that's a lot of money. Do you just have on your person? What do you do for a living? This and that. He doesn't really seem to care to talk about his work. Not in a guarded way, just less interesting than his current maze. Maybe he's actually the head of an international diamond smuggling ring. They hide the stones inside the arcade games. Day trading. Huh? Day trading. Stocks and bonds. Anybody can do it if they have a head in the numbers. It's really nothing. Or maybe he's a day trader.
Don't think so.
I don't feel people are defined by their work. I know the arcade is home to those who've made their passion into their work, but it's the passion that matters more. I love my passions, the same as anyone. I look forward to learning yours as well. Oh. Thank you. When I'm not deep in the middle of a game, I mean. He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave him be. I have to do a thing about a thing. I'm gonna go over there now. Be seeing you, Miss Butts. How do you say that? Mix Butts? Oh, yeah, that sounds good. I like that, actually. Yet another weird encounter in a string of weird encounters. By the end, he sounded more like the high score junkies you hear about in documentaries. Obsessed, driven, yeah, kind of strange. But that's not the impression I had of him. From the beginning, he smiled when talking about not splitting up the arcade. There's something more going on here. But, well, he's a Funplex regular. There'll be plenty of time to learn more later. I've got work to do. Let's see what to handle next. This one. There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade where a Fist of Discomfort is being played. I remember Iris telling me all about it earlier today while I was bored to death at the ticket desk. Fist of Discomfort, or FUD, is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. One year, Team Wicked Prodigies took the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home a record $5 million prize. That's a lot of moolah. And how? Okay, so how does it work? It's a hybrid of real-time strategy and button mash brawling. Fight your way down the top and bottom lanes, clearing waves of ninjas to finally topple the enemy dojo. But that's the action part. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchased items, and ninja summons. FUD is sheer elegance in its simplicity, the way different game systems interweave to form one masterpiece of esports perfection. So, summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo. I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading. But sure, okay. All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now, all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these are words that...
What the f***?
Yeah. What was that? No, those are definitely all words my mother would disapprove of. You've got to be kidding me! There is no effing way that is even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even effing connect. Oh, F this game. F it all night long. Get wrecked. Ooh, this is far from over, scrub. I saved up a little something extra special for you. I've been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for. Hard. Oh, hey. Did I forget to mention that I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll from my dojo? Whoops, my bad. Wait, what? You haven't been farming. How could... XP share technique with creep waves. Take this! 5-fold effing explosive death claw technique! What? How did you defeat me? No! I love the little explosions.
Oh, GG.
I love the little explosions. That's nice. Oh, GG fodder.
No one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
Hello. My dry eyes painfully blinking makes me realize I've been standing here watching intently during that whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but that didn't matter. I was completely sucked in. Couldn't tear my eyes away. It's like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face.
Hey, kid. What are you staring at? Never seen a champion of my caliber before?
Seeing as I don't even know how to begin to start to even consider how to respond to her question, I opt to take a moment and collect my thoughts. From what I've somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. That jacket she's wearing identifies her as a member of L7 Gaming, an arcade esports team. And she's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day. That's saying a lot, considering who I've run into so far. I don't think she's all in on. Gamers tend to kind of be like that. Especially hardcore gamers. They are much more intense. She's tame compared to some of the ones that are out there. With that level of excitement, always gushing out, I can only imagine how much enjoyment she gets out of life. What can I say? People love winning, and it seems like she wins a lot. At least between bursts of, what did Iris call it? Saltiness?
Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet-like. It's creepy.
She snaps her fingers to grab my attention.
So, are you gonna f***ing quarter up or not?
Huh? Oh.
Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7?
From what I've seen, I know I couldn't best a scrub, let alone a professionally competitive player of this game. Nope. No thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'm working.
You work here?
Yep, me and... What's your job? Hassling me? Oh, no, don't be a dick to the employees, bruh. No. Oh, it's all just a front. I wander around the floor to, you know, pick up drop tickets in hopes of getting one of these giant stuffed flamingos behind the price counter. Oh, I was hoping she'd voice act that one. It would have been cool. I know, right? If I was as good at those ticket games as I am at FOD, I'd have a flock of giant pink flamingos. Maybe I'd even give you one. Aw, maybe.
Hey, they haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are?
This is true. I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her. I'm Samchian. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. It might take them some time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where name tags are forged in a vast clay oven. Dude, that would be amazing. Nah, Gavin's just slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you, make sure you get some proper respect. Oh, okay, well, I don't think there's any talking her out of it. I might get fired today, guys. Great! Thanks? No problem, we gamers gotta stick together. Aw.
I'm Queen Bee, by the way. Aggro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming.
Big title, nice to meet you. Like, genuine long title. I figured that when you put your arms over your head, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me, Queen Bee."
Hey, I do not sound like that. Well, maybe a little.
Anyway, I'm one of the regulars around here. Besides Pepe and Tio, Percy and Tio, I'm assuming. So you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than the last guy. Oh, great. Now she's even making my job into a competition. I hope there isn't a betting pool, too. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if there was. Make it interesting. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right? Nope. I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Whoa.
Really? Have you been living under a rock the past decade? If you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes. Oh, you sweet child. You are so innocent and pure. Come, let me show you the path to darkness that is the internet. Wait, has my character not been on the internet? I kind of have to work though. Okay, let's learn more. I didn't know my character didn't check the internet. Jesus, that's like, holy crap. Well, it is part of my job to know about the gamers here. And if Queen Bee is going to give me some insight on the culture around this game, I should take advantage of that. Also true. Lead me farther into the dark abyss, my mistress.
Yeah.
Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me closer to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet. And upon further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's rigged up. You can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. That webcam there, it broadcasts to my own personal PC back home, which then streams matches live to all my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. Cost a bit to put everything all together, and it takes like half an hour to rig up and test each morning, but after doing this here for a couple of years, it's easy peasy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex than from home. There's so much to miss out on sitting by your lonesome with the console version of FOD. The crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community. I grew up in the 90s. I missed all this stuff. Sounds cool though. But wait, are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now?
Nope, no way.
F no. That was part of my warm-up matches. I've got a pretty big tournament coming up, so I try to get as much practice in as possible. Even if it is with a bunch of fodder. Huh? As in F-O-D-D. As in, you know, chump. Lunch meat, scrubs, losers. I got the idea, yes. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives a nod to someone hanging near the Street Fighter cabinet. TM. Ah, my crew is starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practice soon. Wait, what time is it? At the tone, the time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern. Okay.
Beep, beep.
Aww.
What the?
What? I gotta leave in 5 minutes. Listen, kid, it's been swell. We'll chat later, right? Sure. One thing. Can you keep the swearing down at least a little? We've got kids around here, and I don't want you to get in trouble with Gavin. Him? Meh. But for you, I'll keep it to a PG-13 rating. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are some butts out there I need to kick.
Later.
Thank you. Gavin is not very liked. I feel bad for the guy. And with a wave and a twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to her Fist of Discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up her broadcast rig and the shouting and milder swearing starts up again. I actually would appreciate that if someone was like, you know what, I'll keep it down, thank you. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. Passion seems to run deep in this arcade. Everybody's spirit burning with passion for, well, various things. But hey, passion's passion. She seems to like me, which will make my job easier in the long run. There's a huge FOD community in this arcade, despite being a tiny strip mall joint. Good to know. Let's see what to handle next. The only one left. See, I knew it. It's a dance stage. I knew it. Can't get past me. In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my shift was complete solitude. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade, but that's quite the crowd that's assembling. Like larger than Queen Bee's team was. Rowdier too. This has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of an emergency is necessary. I wouldn't put the escape route behind the dance machine. Time to clear the way, pave my own path of safety. Whoa. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. It's an auditory flashback to 1980X. I can't help but nod my head to the beat. A pulsating mass of people have surrounded Showtime stage, cheering on the current player. The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. Showtime Stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the colored spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. You can catch the fever, Sam Chien. I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning up against the back wall. Did you see that, Tio? I got my first AA on Stop the Beat. Oh, cute. I like her outfit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. You're doing great. They look like matching. They're part of a dance crew? Remember last month you couldn't even pass that song? Totes impressive. I'm gonna keep practicing and one day maybe even surpass you. Okay. I think they might be on the same dance team. Hey, I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play. As the next song starts, my eyes shift from their conversation to observe the gradations and intricate limb movements coming from Showtime stage. I feel my head bobbing and my foot tapping. Hey, it's a really catchy song. Can you blame me? I'm getting really into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Care to dance?
How about you? Want to take the spotlight? I'm just scared, thank you. That was very nice to offer though. I'm not one for dancing with strangers. you know your dancing leads to me falling on my face in front of all these people. Either that or one of my customers enjoying a trip to the emergency room with a shattered foot. I'd rather not horribly embarrass myself right now. Let's save that for later.
Bummer.
'Tis a downright shame, but you can't blame me for trying. How could I resist to ask a person such as yourself? Huh? You caught my eye the moment you walked over. Psh, bitch, please.
Hey, wait. You're new here,
Yes.
right?
Very.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo.
Cool name, dude. I was pronouncing it wrong the whole time, too. I'm very sorry about that. Teo's the best! Greatest guy here! Boogie Rando? Wallflower Rando. He's sort of like our, leader, yeah?
Oh, please, I'm nothing really.
He looks directly into my eyes.
Nothing as special as
Ugh,
you.
girl, please.
I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close.
Okay, that's cool.
I think you'd be a perfect addition to our gang.
I mean, look, honestly, I kind of always wanted to learn how to do hip-hop dancing, but terrifying.
So, what do you say? Play our silly dancing game?
It's not silly, I'm just not good at it. It's actually a really cool game. I just suck at it. Teo outstretches his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. Let's embarrass ourselves! You know what? Sure, I wasn't sure about this guy, but Teo's persistence and spirit are damned infectious. Who cares if I mess up horribly, fall down, crack my skull open? I'm mainly just thinking, like, it's good to get to know the players, and a good way to get to know them is to do the activity so you can really understand it, even if it's just once or twice. Especially if we're going to work here. As a kid, I remember stomping around on dance mats. Oh, so do I. They sucked. Why not try out 2020's 20XX hardest dance game? Even if I technically don't know how to play it yet. Without thought, I take his hand. Sure, why not? I'm gonna embarrass myself! 20 points to embarrassment! Is that a thing? Oh, no, that's not. Boldness is, though. As I'm about to step up to the stage, an ominous shiver crawls down my spine. Hang on, I just wanna... Oh, okay, I can't do that right now. Got it. I glance over and spot Ashley standing behind the ticket counter. I know I can't see her face behind the mask, but I can totally sense she's glaring daggers my way. It's creeping me out. On second thought, I am actually supposed to be working right now. I'm the floor attendant, Sam Chien. Really? I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage, now that I think about it. So call him back. He's out, I'm in. It's currently year 0 of the floor attendant Sam Chien regime.
Hello there.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, Sam Chien. I hope we get to know each other well. Okay. Indeed. For someone that loves Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True, most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around and make sure everyone is happy and having a blast. What about you and your feelings? Teo shrugs. My happiness comes from making other people happy. That's all I need in life. That's actually really sweet, okay? Alright, that's sweet. You may be a little bit cocky and kind of, like, full of yourself, but that's sweet. Which is all well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd. How best to handle it? Want to film a workplace safety video? unless you actually planned on filming that video, I don't think that's a good idea. We need to seriously talk about crowd sizes. Yeah, I'm gonna take that approach. I know you're having a ball over here, but this crowd is blocking the emergency exit. By law, we have to keep a path present. Can't you let it slide just this once? For me? No. Bitch, I have a job to do and I ain't losing this job. I got bills to pay. Nope. If I let it happen once, it's gonna happen all the time. Exactly. I get it though, your crew's passionate about this game, and that's a good thing. But a stampede on my first day at work would be bad for everyone involved. Could you imagine the headlines? Local arcade's floor attendant trampled on first day, blood everywhere. Very true. I don't want to be checking my social media tomorrow and click the link to your obituary. We totes can't have that. I got this. Luckily, the song that was being played just finished. Wow, that is lucky. Teo jumps on the stage and cups his hands over his mouth. Hey, listen! We need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear. Oh man, but why? I like my spot! Hey now, you know the deal. We all have to be cool. It's Samchian's first day, so let's show them some respect. I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Oh, I just pissed some people off. Great, now I'm gonna be known as the party pooper. Sorry, dude. You're the worker. You ain't there to just have fun. Guess I've had worse reputations in my life. Like that one time, I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for a week. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Samchian's just doing their job. Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself into a semi-orderly fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me. Better? Much. I nod, genuinely impressed with how Teo can capture his community's attention. They listen to him, and have the utmost respect for him. Yeah, actually, much better.
Didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know.
Yeah, I play dancing games all the time.
Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time.
I mean, it's a really good way to get exercise and fun. Plus, like I said, it's good to get to know your customers, get an idea of like what brings the attention in and what makes it so appealing. As long as that dancing is within the law, carry on. Officer Samchian has spoken. I start to walk away, ready for my next venture, when I remember something I should do. I turn back to Teo. Hey, thanks.
No problem.
Well, I feel nice and accomplished. I was able to uphold the safety of the arcade like a model employee. I say that's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's impressed. Even Gavin's got to be impressed, right? With that, business is sorted out. It's time to leave Showtime stage. The arcade is now at peace. My work here is done. And so is this episode, because it has been a long one. I'm going to do a nice little savey-do down here. Yep. There we go. So that brings us to the end of the episode. We covered a lot of ground in this episode. We met 3 new people. Learnt I can't do accents. And had a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this game. If you guys enjoy it as well, leave a like down below. And don't forget to subscribe so you can see more of it. I don't know if there's a bell. I've heard there is a bell that gives notifications. If you want to click that, go nuts. Like, I ain't your mom, I ain't gonna tell you what to do. But hey, if you like what you see, subscribe so you can see more of it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for joining me today.